A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest game, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Breeze now. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. From midfield, here's Breeze. Throwing the comeback route. He's got the hook up to Thomas. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, Kamara. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Breeze to throw on 3rd and 1. And that's complete. It's Watson. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
This will be caught at about the 6. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. The confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Saints take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Manning now on 1st down. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A 1st down carry for Barkley. He'll get it to the 40. Sweet little move in there, but couldn't get much yardage out of it. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Zebra. There goes 56. 27's to Sam. 27's to Sam.
Play action. Manning. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
There goes 56. 27's to Sam. 27's to Sam.
Manning to throw on second down. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability, or had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front, and a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. He loses 5 full yards to bring up fourth. The kick by Tavecchio is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Breeze throwing on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Thomas. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Completes this one to Meredith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Breeze to throw on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Meredith. The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace, Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Bree's going to come up here, 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Breeze. That's out to Hill, right side complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas from 10 yards out. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Giants ready to come out now. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Caught left side. It's Beckham. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
Well, that's the kickstarter right there. Eli Manning finding his guy, Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah, it's a deadly combination, isn't it?
It really is, but what really makes it work is just how unflappable Eli is with his demeanor, able to maintain his calm and his poise, because we know OBJ, he can run pretty hot and get excited out there.
Sometimes just one-handed grabs for him.
It doesn't matter what it is. Just throw it up there. He'll go get it.
The pitch goes to Barkley. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. On play action. Now Manning. And an alley to run. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. To throw, it's Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this 1st half. It's a 1st down. Manning going to come up on 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Now Manning throwing on 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. toss out to Barkley. Able to power through. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they'll throw it with Manning. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Malcolm Mitchell there to make the grab. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
To Vecchio now to kick this one away. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. Look at the spin. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Breeze. Throw left side taken in by Meredith. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And a short gain down to about the 33. Mario Edwards Jr. there to bring him down.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Here's Breeze. Going for it. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Ted Ginn, 26 yards. And the Saints add on to their lead. It's good, and it's 21-10. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
27's to Sam. 27's to Sam.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Manning going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Now go 56. 27's to Sam. 27's to Sam.
Now a play fake. Manning. He's going to let this one go deep. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Shifts past him at the 45. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wild card matchup. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as he'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
Let's see if that script is a good one for him. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Throwing is Manning. And that's off the mark, incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And that takes us from second to third down.
When everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him. And they've squeezed the passing lanes down to where it's so difficult to find an open area to deliver the football. They've made it tough on them all game long.
9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room here to run. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's second down.
Zebra.
Manning to throw on second down to Barkley on the check down. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Into the red zone now, Manning. And he's not able to get away, sacked back at the 22. Alex Okafor able to get in there and take him down for a loss of 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Shotgun now for Manning. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there was a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. To throw is Brees. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Shotgun now for Brees. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It's a gain of 5. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Working from the gun, it's Brees. And he locates Josh Hill, complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he's going to roam. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Caught by the tight end Watson. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Brees. Again has it complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Brees to another longtime vet, Ginn, for the New Orleans first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Again, it's Kamara. So we got 3 at 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The tackle by Janoris Jenkins.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Brees. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Dalvin Tomlinson, he's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
New York set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. On play action, it's Manning. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Lutz good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now Manning to try again after the pick 6. A dump off here to Stewart. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Go 56, 27 to Sam.
On 1st and 10, here's Manning. And he's hit and taken down. Eli sacked. Sheldon Rankins busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. From the gun, it's Manning. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now Manning, gotta have this one. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On second down, here's Breeze. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught at the 10. And this will get him all the way inside the Giants' 10. A big play. Breeze finding Thomas. 46 yards. They'll run here with Ingram. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
A line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They come out here in the eye. He's going to get it running right. And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And it's up and good. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
27 to Sam. 27 to Sam.
Throwing on first down is Manning. Over the middle to Beckham. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
Zebra.
On second down, here's Manning. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Cameron Jordan in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Throwing is Manning on third down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. They go play action here on first down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off inside the 5. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Facing this fourth quarter. Deficit, felt like they had to throw the ball, and on the other side, they were ready.
No doubt about it. They're playing situational football. They look at the clock, they know the lead that they have, and all they're doing is playing pass on every down.
Playing the pass, picking it off, and now big time in the driver's seat. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now it's the backup Bridgewater. Looking long for Thomas. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Kevin Johnson. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
27 to Sam.
So after the INT, it's Manning. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. Here's Manning to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Hey, go 56, 27 to Sam, 27 to Sam.
To throw on third down. Manning. He's got him in. Complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On first down, Manning. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. He's now thrown 4 interceptions, and I hate to mention this, but he's a guy that has twice thrown 5 in his career in a single game.
Hard to believe, isn't it? And the tough part is, playing in this NFL, you don't normally just back off totally from throwing the football, do you? So potential exists for that 5th one to occur.
Throw left side, taken in by Meredith. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Bridgewater here to throw. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.